Welcome back to Introduction to Machine Learning. I'm Ludwig Botmann, and in this video I will tell you about supervised tasks that we use in machine learning. You should know at the end the definition and some examples of supervised tasks, and mainly understand the difference between regression and classification. With supervised tasks, we describe data situations where we want to learn the functional relationship between features and target, or between input and output. We have two basic tasks called regression and classification, and whether we are dealing with regression or classification only depends on the scale of the target variable. So if the target space is a subspace from R, or we have a numerical target, then we are speaking of regression. And if the target space is some categorical space with a finite number of categories, then we are speaking of classification. In statistics, the nomenclature here is sometimes a little bit different. Perhaps the term logistic regression. There appears regression, but nevertheless it's, from the supervised learning perspective, a classification task, because we want to differentiate between two classes. So here are also two examples of a regression and a classification task. For a regression task, on the left hand side we have a numerical target y and a numerical feature x, some data points, and we try to fit a line to these data points. On the right hand side, for the classification task, the target variable is not on the y-axis as on the left hand side for the regression task, but the y label, so the target, is just denoted by the symbol and color of these points. So we have circles and triangles, and this denotes to which class of the target variable an observation belongs. So here we have two features, x1 and x2, and a lot of data points. And what we try to learn is a model that is able to differentiate between these two classes. So this could be some linear model, like here, for example, a logistic regression, which you will see later, but it could also be a nonlinear model, and also this will be treated later. We don't have to, but we can distinguish between two main reasons to learn this relationship. There's a difference between learning to predict and learning to explain. In learning to predict, we mainly care about the predictive performance of a model. So we really just want to predict very well the target y from some new feature vector x where we do not know the target y. And an accurate predictor is all we want. On the other hand, in learning to explain, we want to understand the relationship between x and y, or we want to be able to interpret this relationship or to explain this relationship between x and y in the data. Of course, a model that is well able to explain the relationship can also be a good prediction model, and also a good prediction model can be explainable. So these things are not that far apart, and more or less traditionally machine learning comes more from the learning to predict paradigm, and statistics comes more from the learning to explain paradigm, but nowadays we really can't make that distinction anymore. Both fields are pursuing both goals, let's say. Let's finish with three examples on regression and classification. The first is a regression example where the target variable is the house price of certain houses, and as features we have the size of the house, number of bedrooms, swimming pool, yes or no. We could want to explain the price for a certain house. Here in this case we are probably more interested in learning to explain. We might want to understand what influences a house price most, but we could also try to make up a prediction model to predict if, or to find out if a house is underpriced or not. So learning to explain and learning to predict could both be viable goals in this example. Second regression example is the length of stay in a hospital. So as target variable, we have the day a patient stays in the hospital or has stayed in the hospital, of course, for historic data. And we have features X, the diagnosis, admission type, gender, age, and others. Also here, learning to explain or learning to predict could be helpful. Perhaps the hospital wants to understand which factors drive the length of the stay in the hospital, to have some policies to perhaps improve their workflows. But on the other hand, perhaps they just want to predict how long a new patient will be in the hospital to be able to plan better with their available resources. And as a last example, a classification example, an insurance example, the target variable Y is the risk group. Perhaps we have 5 risk groups for in life insurance customer, and we have some features that we might use to predict the risk of this new customer. So mainly this would be learning to predict, but a company might also be required to explain its predictions to its customers or to some auditing position. So this also could be learning to predict and learning to explain.